Hello, let's do Wordle for Tuesday, April 14th. Yesterday we spun the wheel. It said to start with, is it aeons or eons? Let me know. But either way, we're going to guess it. Get some vowels, get some consonants. All right, just an E. I'm going to stick that at the end. I'm going to avoid R in case it's an ER word. Get different consonants first, just to slightly increase our chance of finding the ER word before losing. So common letters left besides R are T and L. The S and the N are gone. We don't want to try R yet. We'll try a P or an H or a C, something like that. Let's see. So maybe I could do an L second word ending in E, ending in TE, like an ITE or a UTE, like flute. I don't think there's an ITE, is there? Flight is spelled differently. Okay, why don't we just go with my instinct of flute? All right, E's at the ends. We can try R now if we want to. I'm thinking an LE word, so we could do like an R something LE. I guess I is what's left, or another E. Is there one of these? Doesn't look very good, does it? What does look good then? We could start with L and we could do RE. Or we could start with R and do LE. But how are we filling the gap here? The thing about vowel heavy starts, at least for my play style, is when the vowels all get used up early, I have a really hard time getting common letters in my follow-up guesses. CL something RE feels possible, but no. Okay, let's take a different approach here. Where do we want to put this L? There's not like, I mean, there's a few options, but we don't have to use the R. It's just a thought. Is there just like a PL something something E word? I guess with the I here. Plime, place. So hard to think of words. I think I know climb like this is a word. It's not like climbing a mountain, but it's like short for climate almost. So we'll guess that one. All right, it does start with C. Oh no, I made the same mistake like 2 days ago, just like putting the L second again. But I mean, at least I got a C out of it. It was an unfortunate filler. So there's no I. So we're definitely repeating the E then, unless we use Y's only. I suppose it's possible, but let's see about repeating the E. Maybe a CRE something E. Like I should have guessed cream. No, cream doesn't have an L in it. Never mind. I need to use an L. What am I doing here? Not going to put L second again, that's for sure. What does this? What are we putting after the C? Is it CH something LE? Is it? I mean, no. Is it CY something? I mean, like cycle? Ooh, I think it's cycle. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, I struggle with those vowel heavy starts for sure. Darn, I really regret climb. But I don't know. I don't know how many words were left that I could have guessed. Let's before we do anything else, before analysis, let's spin the bonus game, not bonus game wheel. Let's spin the Wordle start wheel that our members populate and see what we're starting with tomorrow. Allel, just by Blitz fan. Wow. This probably came up in one of the analyses, and I said, "Oh, I hope no one suggests Allel." So we're going to find out something very interesting about L's tomorrow. All right. Thank you, Blitz fan. All right, let's do some analysis. Only the bravest of my viewers follow my starts when they're tough words. All right, cycle was our answer. And we started with aeons or eons. I don't know how to pronounce it. Wow. You got to be very careful or there's things that you lose on. ERs. I was really concerned about ER. It suggests cited, edict, or greet. Interesting. Trying double E is actually generally a decent idea when you know that you have at least one. I did not do cycle. I did flute. All right, so we're not in danger anymore because it's not ER. There are only 7 words left after flute. Bible, bilge, Chile. Isn't that a country? Maybe it means something as well. Cycle, which is the answer. Exile, liege, and while. Liege would have been fun. It suggests Chile, exile, liege, or while. Is this how you spell chili with the like the food, like the beans and spicy beans, chili? I don't know. I mean, I went climb, which obviously is a filler. There was only one guess left after climb. It was cycle. So I mean, it worked out quite well. It says it's a 2-4-2-9, which is way worse than these, but I got lucky. From eons, it would have gone cited, which is a filler, in the sense that we know cited's never an answer because it's an ed word. From here, there's 7 words left. It's just check, clerk, cream, or crepe. So check gives you cycle, clerk gives you cycle, cream gives you cycle, and crepe gives you cycle. So you're getting cycle on 4 guaranteed with its solve. Same as me. All right, tails. With the LE, we're going to go bool. And just LE at the end, we're going to go chili again, and then cycle. Was cycle an option here? No, cycle it says is a 2.2. So it says go chili or while. Either way, you're going to get cycle on 4 again. So, I mean, my filler didn't actually hurt my solve number of guesses, probably. But I'm still annoyed that I did it, because I try not to. From steel, it still goes bull, and we're going to have the exact same solve after that. Okay. Adieu, most common starting word. Just the E, we're going to go slept. Get those consonants that we should have gotten in the first guess. Then belly. Check the double L. And now we know there's a Y and it's not at the end. A non-terminal Y. So cycle's the only option at that point. All right. Audio. Gets nothing. So we're going to go trees. And then belly again. Cycle. All right. So everyone's getting a 4 today, it seems like. Stare. Does stare get a 4 as well? Just the E at the end. We're going to go bool. Chili cycle. All right. That bool chili cycle. What can I say? Trace tries to get in 2. Probably gets in 4 today. Clone. It could get it in 3. If it gets lucky, then Trace gets it in 3. Because we get the C, which gives us a nice boost. And finally, clasp also gets the C. It's what the official bot starts with. With the C and the L, it goes cello, which is fun. And then you could get lucky with cycle, or you'd go chili cycle. All right, well, let's check with the official bot. First, we got to screenshot our solve so we can check in non-hard mode. I also confirmed that you can take a screenshot of the bot solve, the bot that I use, the Word Games bot. You can take a screenshot of that, and it'll count that. It'll do analysis of that as well. That can be useful. And you can analyze any game that's happened before. So if you want to analyze any specific word and see like past games, I think you can. Anyway, hard mode, it's giving me a 78 skill, probably knocking me for that mistake. Oh, flute gave an 80. People are doing tripe, fleet, plume, price, guide, light, erupt, timer. So I was trying to avoid R. So fleet, I think, is a decent one. Plume is good. Guide. Gee, get the other vowels. Okay, I understand. Erupt. Okay. People are doing while after flute, which makes sense. Before you guys there's 7, now there's 1, but it still gave me a 56 skill. All right. It goes clasp, cello, chili, cycle. So same thing. Cycle. 0.3 getting it in 1. 2.1. 16.9. I think this is indicative of a relatively difficult word because usually the word is topped for a second, but this time it's not. Or at least a word with weird letter formations or something. I don't know. 98.6% solve rate. People are losing on chile, style, chili, Bella, exile. All right, let's refresh and check non-hard mode. Cycle. There it is. 78, 51, 4. People are doing fruit. I guess Aeon's fruit, it must be a common 2-word start to get your 5 letters, because fruit, it would not have been possible as a filler. But there's people who just start with the same 2-word start and go from there. Sometimes 3-word starts. Tripe, pride, bride, drive. No one's avoiding the R in normal mode. Plume, does, tried, built, flute. I was right to try to avoid the R, though, because the bot was very concerned. I didn't pick a good word, but I was still avoiding the R. Slate, and then it does a complete filler with bingo. Levy. Got to make sure there's not 3 E's, and then cycle. I wonder if after bingo it was down to very few words, and that's why Levy was good. 0.4 got on 1, 1.5, 13.2, 50.8, 83.8, 95.8. Losing on basically the same words. Lychee, that's fun. Isn't that a fruit? Am I wrong about that? Vegetable, something like that. All right, well, how'd you do? And that is it for Wordle. If you'd like to watch the New York Times games, you can click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. I also have a pinned comment with all the games I played today. And if you enjoyed this, want to leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.